We started in 2002, 270 acres up on the north end, and we bought several different plots from private individuals at 270 acres each. Then we had the opportunity to make a big purchase from St. Regis Timber Holdings, and that's when we bought the 2,300 acres right along Big Escambia Creek. And we've just constantly added, 600 or 700 acres here, 900 and something acres, all adjacent to this area. Well, the primary objective is the land acquisition, of course. And then we go into aesthetics and wildlife. And then, of course, along with that goes the timber. Of course, timber is a vital thing because of the longleaf pine that we're dealing with. About 70% of our land here is covered with loblolly, and we got about 30% of it is converted over into the longleaf pine. And that's our long-range goal, is anytime we cut and clear an area, that we will go back with the longleaf pine. See? Because right now we've planted some 800,000 longleaf pine already. What we do, we go in and we look at this loblolly. Some of it we've got in areas that are 35 years old and almost at the age for maturity for the loblolly. In the next year or two, we'll be able to go in there and clear cut the loblolly and come back in that same area then with the longleaf pine. We're on a 2-year burn cycle, and we try to burn about 2,000 acres each year. All right, these are some of the longleaf pines that is probably about 4 years old now, and this is our second burn in them. And you can see that the longleaf pine can really withstand the heat, and as long as we don't do any damage to this new growth, the bud that's coming out there, we do a good job. In other words, we've got 65 acres in this stage of growth. We're involved with trying to reestablish a lot of the native grasses, and once you clear this understory and burn and stuff, we have seen that some of these native grasses, that partridge peas, this type of stuff, that have been here all along, it's just the fact that the understory has been so thick that it kept them smothered down. But with this program that we got going on now, as far as removal of the understory and stuff, the burning and stuff, we're seeing a lot of these native plants and grasses come back alive.
One of the opportunities that the Poarch Banded Creek Indians provide is the educational activities here on Magnolia Branch. And we have been fortunate to have partnerships at the national, regional, state levels that bring in tours. And NRCS has partnered with the Alabama Forestry Commission, Longleaf Alliance, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, U.S. Forest Service, these different agencies that we can promote best management practices, good forestry, wildlife management. The tribe has the property available at any time, and we coordinate mostly with Mr. Smith.
Just like our box turtle habitat program. It's one of the educational type things where we stop and with these groups, and we'll take a few of our box turtle type things over to show them and demonstrate what we're trying to do as far as box turtles, and we'll show them the habitat where we've tried to put them into this penned area to keep them for a while. Then we'll turn them loose. The gopher tortoise is really important to us because we've got an ongoing active program where we do catalog with a GPS on each gopher site or gopher burrow that we find. Any of our construction companies that in the general area that has a gopher tortoise in where they're going to have construction, they'll bring that gopher tortoise out here to us. The main thing that we have to offer is Big Escambia Creek. It's a pristine creek, and we own about 12 or 14 miles of the creek bank, so we're able to control a lot of the stuff that's going on along the creek bank. We do canoeing, kayaking, horseback trail rides. We also tend to cater to a lot of Boy Scouts groups and church groups that want to come in here, the father and son type deals. We've got 82 campsites there. 49 of them are full hookups, and we have areas that are just power and water. We also cater to a lot of the people who want to bring in their tents. We have primitive camping all along the lakes and stuff over there. If you just want to get off back in the boondocks by yourself, we got areas that you can go and do that too. Just about everything we do is dealing with the younger people, the younger generation, because I've got the feeling that, you know, you just can't do enough for the young people nowadays. I don't care what you do, if you can get somebody out here in the woods to walk and enjoy it a little bit outside, and it gets them away from a lot of the drugs and stuff that's on the street. And if we can just help one of those kids by bringing him out here, spending the weekend and stuff, we've accomplished a lot.